All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming to our webinar today. Today, we're going to be going over SimiTrain, the ANSYS training platform. My name is Scotty Lee, and I am the creative marketing strategist here at SimuTech Group. So we're going to go over the agenda and a couple quick notes here. So we're going to start with the introductions, a little bit about who we are, and then from there, Dr. Camby's Nazri Das will go over the SimiTrain overview and demo. And then we do have a Q&A session afterwards. You can submit your questions and answers through the questions and answers feature of Zoom. That way, both the presenter and myself can see both, and your question won't get missed. And then one final note, this session is being recorded and can be viewed at any time afterwards. It will also be up on SimuTrain. A little bit about us. So we were one of the first ANSYS Elite channel partners in North America, and we are currently now the largest to sell and support ANSYS. So from our 8 local offices, we provide ANSYS software as well as provide a big level of support. And I think where we really differentiate ourselves is really where the breadth of services come in and what we're able to provide. Our support team is comprised of highly trained and experienced engineers. And so our team's primary goal is really to help you solve your problem from an engineering perspective, rather than just show you how to run your model within ANSYS. And we believe, this is probably one of the reasons why our customer satisfaction continues to be so much higher than that of the industry standard. Some of our consulting services by our consulting team include the typical design validation through analysis to all the way to providing like forensic engineering as expert witnesses within a court of law. Our physical testing team specializes everything in strain gauge installments to measurements to vibration diagnostics. So whether you're looking for an expert to provide a simple one-time consulting job, or whether you're looking for someone to come in and help on numerous and ongoing projects, we can help in all of those different kinds of situations. In terms of training resources that are available to you, so we do offer public, online, and on-site training courses, as well as personal mentoring. So due to the current COVID-19 crisis and pandemic, we're actually postponing all of our public in-person training classes, and we've pushed them all to online training classes. And in addition to that, we do have our SimiTrain platform, which we will be going over today, and you can see a screenshot of it on the right side here. And then it's a library that hosts all of our training materials, workshops, and files. In terms of other webinars that you have available to you, so we try to host these webinars every second and fourth Thursday of the month on a bi-weekly basis. And all of our webinars, upcoming webinars, can be viewed on our events page from our website. And one last thing, we do have a YouTube channel, so feel free to subscribe to us. That way you can stay in the loop on some of the free tips and tricks videos that we release. And if you want to get looped into our newsletters, go ahead on our website, scroll to the very bottom, and just click opt in. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to just shoot a message in the questions and answers feature or shoot me an email afterwards. So all of our events and webinars are on this page under the events tab. And today we have Dr. Camby's Nazri Das, who is the engineering lead and application development manager. He'll be speaking today and doing an overview and a demo of SimiTrain. All right, Camby's, the floor is yours.
Sounds good. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I hope all of you are staying healthy at this time of crisis, and hopefully this webinar and the training site will help you to take a quick break from the breaking news, and hopefully, at the end of it, you also learn more about ANSYS software, and that will help you, how you progress your work. Let me share my screen here so you guys can see. So yes, and hopefully everyone can see my screen now. Scotty, I'll double check with you.
Yep, we can see it.
Excellent. So today I'll talk about SimiTrain, our training portal that is essentially supporting ANSYS software, and we have a lot of online information for you there. We go through that. So I have a couple of slides here. I'll go through them quickly, and then I'll show you a demo, and we'll have time to go with your questions and anything else you want to know about the portal. So I'll talk about the overview of SimiTrain, a little bit on the subscription. You can get more information from our website or contact us for more details. Then we explore the site. So it's essentially a website, so it's not very difficult to use, and that was the main goal for us, to make it simple to use for users. The type of courses that we have, I'll go over that and kind of give you some information about different levels of classes that you can access. And I'll show you a little bit on filtering and search capabilities of the website. And finally, we talk about the virtual sessions or cloud sessions that will help you get up to speed pretty quickly after you do the training or while you're doing the training. So SimiTrain is part of our training portal, and we call that Simu portal. That besides SimiTrain, we have SimuDocs, we have other tools that are available on that portal. And the SimuTrain portion of it, and I'm going to talk about today, it's a subscription-based training portal that has a very large library of training materials for ANSYS software. These type of training materials that you see, they come from ANSYS, some of them. Some come from SimiTech Group. We also have a lot of tips and tricks videos on top of the normal training, and a lot of articles, workshop problems that will help you get up to speed with the new features of the tools, or even some of the things that you haven't had a chance to take a look at it in the past. And we also have some documents on a software called Rocky from ESSS, which is another channel partner from ANSYS. It's one of our partners as well. And in case you're using Rocky tool, you will have some training material for that one as well. So as I mentioned, it's a subscription-based model that we're currently using. It's essentially a corporate-wide, and the prices vary. You can get more information, if you contact us, we can give you some more, ideas. But essentially, your company purchases a subscription for a year, and all the users that they want to have access will have access. It's at this point, we're not mandating, how many users per corporate account, but that could change at any point, depending on the type of company you're dealing with, or the number of users and the support required to do that. But what you get from your subscription, you get a comprehensive, collection of the training materials for ANSYS. You get a lot of videos, lectures, tutorials, workshop problems that are for different type of classes that you are looking at, and they come from ANSYS, or a lot of them, they come from SimiTech Group. So we have over 45 master PhD engineers that they develop a lot of tips and tricks videos and a lot of training workshop plans and documents for for quick starts, for comprehensive classes that will help you on top of the normal trainings that you get from ANSYS. We also have advanced level tips and tricks videos, and these are for kind of gives you ideas of some of the things that you may normally face, and it could be an issue, it could be something that you can improve it. So you hear that directly from the expert, and that will help you to resolve those issues or improve it. We also have online ANSYS sessions. These are 1 hour cloud virtual sessions, and with these, they allow you to do the workshop problems very quickly without using your commercial licenses that you have, in hand at your company. And you have a limited number of these hours per month. Currently, we are doing 50 hours per month, and that should be good enough, for many people If you needed more than that, let us know, and we can work things out for that. And it's also, since it's online, it's 24-hour availability. So anytime you want, you can access the website and use the training materials. If you want more information, go to this location on our SimiTech group website. You get more information on how you can get contact us, or any questions you have about subscriptions. So let's explore the website. Like many authenticated websites, this website is also authenticated. So the first thing you do once you register and you have created a password, you log into the site. When you log in, you see the type of all the different courses that are available, and based on the discipline that you are in, fluids, structure, electromagnetics, you get the courses that are in that category, and you do have option to filter and search. And once you find what you're looking for, you can view articles or view video files. You can also download workshop problems to your machine, and those are the 3 steps to get to what you're looking for. So all the videos and articles that are in PDFs are only viewable. You cannot download them, but you can download the workshop files. So there are a lot of different type of courses that we offer. We have full training courses. These are typically, it's 5-day class that you essentially start with, let's just say for mechanical, you start with geometry, meshing, you go through the solve and how to set up your problem, and then you do post-processing, all of that. Those are full training classes. They talk about all the details required. Depending on the type of the training, the full training intro or full training advanced, you may get, more advanced topics, or it could be just introductory to that class. We also have tips and tricks videos, and those are, again, advanced videos that gives you some more information about sort of, some new techniques that you didn't know about, or maybe tips to improve a procedure to do a task. We also have quick start sessions for someone who doesn't know anything about, say, fluids. You're interested in CFD, you want to know what it does. You can attend that, that training. And with that training, that gives you a quick overview of what is available for, in CFD, what you can do, and there will be some basic workshop problems. It will take you in a couple of hours to get up to speed with that sort of section of the physics that you haven't touched. And if you're more interested, you can go to the full training, or look at some other webinars that we have. So the webinars that, including this one, will be uploaded to the site, and you can access it later on. So currently we have more than 130 courses, and this does not include all the releases of each course. For example, you're looking at mechanical course, there are multiple releases, and my picture here is a little outdated. So 2020 R1 is also in there if you log into the site now. So all the different releases of courses are in there. Sometimes, the training material and the pictures that they have in the training materials, they're very dependent on the release of the software that you are currently using. So if you're at release 18, you probably want to look at version 18, because some of the features in version 19 and later are not in the release that you're currently using. That's why we are keeping all the releases on the website, and that hopefully help you find what you're looking for, and what is relevant to what you're currently using. Quickly here, we also have over 750 tips and tricks videos and articles, and again, these are all developed by ANSYS, by SimiTech group engineers, and all our engineers will create more of those. And we also have more training material coming from ANSYS. So this data that you see here will grow as we go, with new releases and new articles being created. And we constantly upload those to the website. Typically every week we will have something new for you to take a look at. And again, these are for different software packages that come from ANSYS, and I'll go through that when I show you my demo. So obviously, because there is a lot of information there are a lot of classes, a lot of articles, and essentially that's why we came up with the whole idea of SimiTrain, because you have a lot of data. How can we get to that data quickly? And that's the purpose of this website. So because of that, we have to come up with sort of creative ways of searching and filtering data to get to what you're looking for as quickly as possible. So the filtering is based on the categories that or disciplines of what you're looking for. You're looking for structures, fluids. Maybe you're looking for prep post. I want to know how you can post process something, or maybe you have questions about HPC and licensing. Depending on what you're looking for, you click on that filter, and that only shows the type of filters that are under that category. For example, here you can see fluids, classes, and the search will go beyond that also. So now you're in fluids, you want to search for a specific word. And I did that on purpose here in this picture. So I'm typing modal, which is not a common word when it comes to fluids. But as you can see, it finds that there are courses under fluid category that they have the word modal in them. So and that that hopefully will help you to get to that article that talks about modal analysis under say fluid aeroacoustics. What we have done here for you to be able to do this is that we have parsed all the contents of the PDFs. And so when you search for something, it searches the title of the course, the description of the course, but even the title and description, they may not say the word modal, but the content inside of it, which is a bunch of PDFs, those PDFs are already parsed into text. And in the background, it will search the content of those PDFs. So this way you can find really relevant data for what you're searching, and then you can quickly get to that one, to anything related to, in this case, modal keyword. You can also, under filters, you have sub-filters. If you're looking for all the quick start classes that that are under structures, or maybe tips and tricks. Maybe you're looking at only explicit classes or mechanical classes. You have all these filters to quickly get to those without searching or too many clicks on the screen. Finally, we have virtual sessions, or these are ANSYS cloud sessions. These are essentially based on our cloud infrastructure. So you can have you can create virtual sessions. These are 1-hour sessions that we have pre-installed ANSYS on those machines with a license key already in there. So when you get to the virtual session, you don't have to do anything. You'll see what you see on the right. You'll see different names of the packages available. And you click on, let's just say, Workbench. It will take a second for Workbench to open up. And then you can upload some of the workshop problems. Some of them are already on the machine itself. And you can quickly do the workshop problems without using any of your commercial licenses that you already have on your computer. And now, since a lot of people are working remotely, you may not even have access to those licenses or easily have access to those licenses. With this, you can quickly start Fluent or start any ANSYS software and do the workshop problems. Keep that in mind that these are virtual sessions. They're limited hours. They're also not machines. They're not designed for doing your projects. So these are limited RAM and limited CPU power to do workshop problems. And with that, I think we have about 8 gigs of RAM on these machines with 4 cores of CPU cores that you can do really basic simulations. So again, just keep that in mind. And one more thing about these sessions is that once the session is over, everything that you have on that session inside that session is gone. So if you want to continue working on that problem, or you started something, you didn't finish it, you can download it to your machine and start a new session, upload it. Again, the purpose of this class sessions are to help you get up to speed quickly. All right, so let me do a quick demo of the website. So when you go to simuportal.com, it will take you to this sort of our landing page of SimuPortal. There are a couple of videos here that might be interesting if you want to know more. That will give you some more details on overview, or if you want to share it with someone. But let's just say you don't know what we have on the website. You can click on SimiTrain courses or look at what's new. And this is before you log in, so you can get that information, and maybe you want to share that with your management or with your team to kind of see if there's anything that they're interested, anything that they think this would be a useful thing for them. If you're interested in subscribing, you can click there, and once you subscribe, you come here and you register. And again, the registration is there so that you can confirm your email and you create a password for yourself. Again, your password is something that we will not know. And if you later on you forget your password, there's no way we can help you what that password was. But what we can do, we can reset your password. So if you forget your password, just go through forgot password, create a new one, and that password again will be something that you would know only. Our website is fully secured. It's HTTPS. Also, all the communications and everything that is on the website is completely secure. Obviously, we are not dealing with any sort of e-commerce or any money transaction, so it does not maybe require very high security. But since the content that we have are proprietary information, that's why you have that security in there. If you want more information about it, look at our privacy and terms of use. That will give you more information on that. All right, with that introduction, let's just say you have your login, you created your password, and you log into the website and enter your user and password. Again, if you forget your password, you can recover it here, or not recover it, just create a new password. And if you haven't registered, you can register as well. So you log in. I'm logging as admin, so that I have access to the admin side. But for you would be SimuTrain and SimiDocs. Click on SimuTrain, and that will take you to the SimuTrain website that I showed you a couple of slides on it. So this right now is showing all the courses that are available on their structures. If you click on fluids, you see all the courses that are for fluids. Same thing goes for all the other disciplines that you see here. And if you look at let's just fluids, but you want to look at all the fluent classes, you can sort that quickly. You can see it's very responsive to what you're doing. And you can look at CFD classes that are related to maybe CFX now. And you can look at the ones that are only tips and tricks classes. Again, you want looking at webinars, CFD webinars, and the same thing happens for all the other classes. Depending on the category that you're looking at, you will have some of the popular ones are in there for you to quickly get to them. If it's prep post, you want to look at meshing. Some fluent meshing is in there. ISM CFD and ANSYS meshing information as well. So hopefully, that will help you quickly go to the category of the things that you're looking for. But you also have the option of searching. So let's just say, under fluids, I showed you this one. If I type in modal, and this finds all the classes that they under the fluids that they have the word modal, tells 4 classes are found. And if you click on one of these, then it will take you inside that class, and it will show you all the articles that they still have the word modal in them. So if I click on, let's just say, this article, that will take me to the PDF, and it will take me to the section that has the word modal in it. So, quickly I wasn't sure if there's a CFD class that had a modal analysis word in it. You type it, you quickly get to the article that talks about modal analysis inside, Fluent aeroacoustics. Hopefully, that kind of gives you an idea of how this works. You can also, go beyond that. I mean, modal, you would say, that's might be even easier. So let's just say, Fluid 116, and I just looked at it this morning. So if you type in that one, it finds, different type of classes under structures. If I go, under fluids, it doesn't find anything. There's nothing that has that word. But maybe, under, customization. So I'm just, quickly click on different areas. As you can see, you go to different areas. It may not have anything related to that, and it will tell you there are no courses. But if there are, it will show you that. So let's just say, this is I have a question about this one. I only know what it does. I want to see if there's anything, any tips and tricks that I can learn how to do something better with that sort of, fluid element. You click on tips and tricks. It takes you to that video that has this keyword in it. You click on it, takes you to that video, and you can, start watching that video. So the videos are, again, they're responsive, and they should stream, on different platforms without any issues.
This channel.
So you can see here, one of our engineers is talking about the Fluid 116, for example, elements. One other thing here that comes handy is that maybe you start, looking at a course, and later on you want, to get back to that course, but you didn't have time to finish it, so you can add that to your reading list. Maybe, mechanical basic structure non-linearities, that's a little tough to pronounce. I want to keep that in my reading lists. So you do this, and it will tell you that under reading list that item is in there. You can also go beyond that. Maybe I was inside mechanical course, and I was looking at this problem statement, module 2. I didn't get to finish it. I added to my reading list. Now, if you go to your reading lists, I have some stuff from the past that are here. We can see the courses are in here, and these videos that I want to look at. So this was, from before, and this is the one I wanted to look at. Or maybe I started looking at it, I didn't finish it, I want to get back to it. So you can basically quickly get back to where you left off. And this hopefully, again, helps you to get to that point very quickly. So, so far, hopefully what you have seen kind of gives you the confidence that the website has enough content, and also is easy to use. Hopefully what I've shown you here so far, it's not very complicated to follow, and you can quickly use these tools. We are always open for suggestions. You do have the option to give us feedback here. You also have the option to give us ideas about tips and tricks videos. So if there's something that you want us to know, you can inside tips and tricks classes, you can let us know, hey, there is this topic that I think a lot of people are asking questions about it. So you can go under suggestions, and then type in what you would like us to work on it, and we have a list of your suggestions, and we'll get to them as soon as possible. So one thing I wanted to show you guys here was that I guess the last thing is the virtual sessions. And so I didn't create any virtual sessions today, just wanted to do that as we go through the webinar. So your number of sessions will be less than this. The 1,000 sessions, this is for, since I'm an employee of SimiTrain Group. with this thing, you have a limited number of cloud hours that that you can use. The first thing that you would do is you start a new session. If you have a current session, you can continue using that. So I press yes here, and now I can connect to my session. So this will start a cloud session from, and we're using Amazon in the background, from using Amazon AWS cloud platform. And you can click on the software that you want to use, maybe SpaceClaim, Fluent, or maybe Workbench. You click on Workbench, it will tell me probably it takes about 2 minutes, as you can see here, for that machine to get ready. And once the machine is ready, you should see Workbench opening up. And then from that point, from this second that you see here, you have 1 full hour of time to get to that, use that machine for what you're looking for. You can upload, you can also download the content that you have created on the machine. So later on you can use that. So I'll give it a little bit of time for that machine to get ready. One other thing here that you have, it's you have this what's new. So as we add more, more to the contents of the website, you can see them here. And you can see, tips and tricks videos, or if there are webinars, quick starts, you can see all of that here. So you can see here, there's a new tips and tricks video that was added yesterday. Actually, 2 of them yesterday added. So there is constantly, our engineers, they add more videos and new training documents and webinars, everything, and they're added. You can see them here. So this will hopefully gives you more confidence that there will be more classes here for you guys to use as new releases are available. So here my session has started. Now it's opening up Workbench in the background. As I mentioned, this machine is not the fastest one on the planet, but it should be good enough for doing workshop problems. So here you can see, this is Workbench opening up inside your browser. So it moves with my browser, and you can use multiple monitors if you need to. You can also, depending on your connection, if you need to, you can use a smaller, larger, screens, and so then you don't use all the internet connection that you have. Typically, with any kind of internet connection that are available to, the northern hemisphere, is you should be able to access without any issues. So you need about 1 megabyte per second of of internet speed to use this, and everything else that you see here is exactly like the typical Workbench. So I can bring a Fluent document here, schematic here, and you can upload or just create a new geometry, anything that you have. I can grab one of the ones from ANSYS already. Just again, it's exactly should feel like you're using your normal computer. And once you have everything, excuse me for 1 second, opening up my throat for a second. So once you have your geometry, your mesh, everything ready here, or maybe you're doing one of the workshop problems, then you can also run it on the same machine. You can have multiple applications in here, and if you want to get to another application, maybe you want to do Fluent, you can do that. So the number of licenses that are available on the machines are limited, but it's not a very small number, so you should be able to do multiple applications at once. But again, just remember, this is a workshop problem machine. It's not fast enough for you to do anything larger than workshop problems. You have the options of, again, accessing your files or upload, download, data to this machine. You can, as I mentioned, you can also control the streaming mode and the resolution. So if you want to, use less bandwidth needed, and your session will run automatically, would run out after 1 hour. So you don't have to do anything, but if you want to end it sooner, you can also end the session from there. So that's pretty much everything I had for the webinar. We can open up the session, question and answers, or anything else that maybe Scotty has to share with you guys at this point.
All right. Let's see. I don't see any questions and answers. Does anyone have any questions or answers they want to submit before we go ahead and just end the session? Give it like maybe 10 seconds to see if anyone wants to submit a question.
Sure.
I mean, I think what you went through, Cambees, was actually very in depth, and actually I even learned a thing or two. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have any questions, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm glad that you said that, but hopefully the website, it's not too complicated, to figure things out on your own as well. But I do want to mention that we do have support. We are supporting, this website. So if you get to it and for whatever reason you can't find something, you can contact us at support, SimuPortal-support@simutechgroup.com, and all that information is on our website. So if you ever have questions, or you want to know how you can contact us, you can use the website, or email us with that support line.
Yep. And then if it's too hard to remember that, you can always just send us an email to our general inbox to info@simutechgroup.com, and we can connect you with the right team. Absolutely.
And I'll go to this page on our website. You can get more information about the class, or contact us for more any questions you have on the subscription, or there's so extra information there for you guys to access.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Cambees, for your presentation, and also thank you to everyone who attended our webinar today. This webinar will be up within 24 hours on our website and also on SimiTrain. So let us know if you have any questions in the meantime, and we look forward to seeing you at our next webinar.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Scotty.